So how long does it take YouTube to actually get to notice you? That's something that we think about all the time. And in this video, we're going to be talking about just that. Hey, Joshua Vandenbroek here, founder of Droid Media, and on this YouTube channel, you're going to learn the latest tips and tricks to grow your business with online video. So if you're new around here, please consider subscribing right now. YouTube is a platform where we're going to be publishing our videos. We know how important it is. It's a search engine, but there's going to be a point in time when you're going to be asking yourself this question. Well, how many videos do I actually need to create before YouTube is going to notice that I exist? It's like you're in the school disco and you're standing on the sidelines and you're kind of just bopping away to the music, hoping that somebody notices you and asks you for a dance, i.e. your video is being shown on the YouTube platform. People are around, they're going by you, but they're not clicking on you to watch. How long is it going to take before your videos are going to start to take hold? That's the question that plagues all of us video creators, especially in those early stages. I think we're kind of approaching it a little bit the wrong way, because as we've matured a little bit, I know that with the school days, we think that all you need to do is show up and not put in any effort, and that pretty girl or pretty guy or handsome guy is going to ask you out for a dance or want to talk to you or something. But you need to be able to do something to get their attention, right? Before you even get to have that dance, which is what you're after. Are you after somebody to watch your video content? Of course you are. But I can totally understand that you may be getting frustrated when you're creating videos and nobody's watching and you're seeing that view count staying very low. It's not that it's YouTube not noticing you. It's that people are not noticing you yet. And that's the problem, because we're thinking, oh, we'll just blame the platform. YouTube doesn't work. It doesn't quite work that way. You only need to put up one video before YouTube says, oh, this creator has just published a video. I need to take a look at that and then see how good this video content is by putting it in all these different places. So YouTube will put your video content on the homepage. It'll be in the recommended sections, the watch next type videos. You can see all the different places where YouTube will put your videos. They're doing that. It's going to depend on your video content, how it performs, to how often they're going to do that. So if people are clicking on your thumbnail or on your title to go and view your video, then that's a good thing. YouTube will show it more. But then you have to say, well, what are people doing once they get to the video? Because relevancy is a key thing here. Are you just putting clickbait and then the content is not really matching up and you're having really, really low watch time? That's a problem, because then YouTube says, oh, okay, this is not serving our audience properly. They're clicking on something expecting one thing, but they're getting something else. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to provide video content that is going to be what people expect. You're selling them on something, you're selling the click, and then they say, this is not what I expected. I'm out of here. And then say, well, those videos are not going to get shown. So you need to make sure that there is an alignment between what it is that you're promising and what you are delivering. There's easy ways that you can get started in doing this to figure out why it may or may not be working for yourself. And that's first thing is to dive into the analytics that YouTube provides. What you want to be looking at is to see where YouTube is putting your videos and how many times that they're putting their videos in all those different places. And that's your impressions. You want to know how many impressions that you're getting with your videos. And then the next metric that you want to be looking at is how many people are actually clicking through. What's the click-through rate? These are going to give you clues. Performance of the videos will really come down to what your viewers are doing after they've clicked your video and what they're going to be doing next after they've watched your video. You don't have to have lots and lots of views for it to be a successful video. You just need to have your viewer taking action and doing what it is that you want them to do next. First bit of advice is to take a look at the analytics to see what is going on. Let's say that we have really good impressions. So we're getting a good number of impressions, but our click-through rate is quite low. The problem right there is that people are not clicking through. So you need to be looking at what the thumbnail looks like and what the title looks like, because those are the two pieces of information that people are getting to decide whether they're going to click to view your video. So if you have a poor click-through rate, try different titles, try different thumbnails, experiment with it to see how it improves over time. Now, another thing that you want to be looking at is if you have good impressions, good click-through rate, but then really poor watch time, well, chances are your content kind of sucks. But Not to say that you can't fix it. It's more that you're not providing content that is highly engaging, that's keeping people watching to the end. It's getting people to interact with your video content and taking those next steps. So you may be having some valuable content, but if they're not watching it all because you've structured your video really poorly, then that could be a bit of a problem for you. So some of the things that you will want to be thinking about is that you want to structure your video content in a way that's going to hook people in, right? You want to hook people in to make sure that they're going to stick around to the end. You want to make sure that you're having little call to actions throughout the actual video content. So if you like this video, make sure you click the like button. Then there's probably going to be a subscribe to our channel, and there might be one right now. Please subscribe to our channel. We'd love for you to see more of our video content. But also, questions of the day. I love using a question of the day. Either you can put this in the comments or you can have this as part of the video itself, is to ask your viewer a question. Where's the problem for you? Where is it falling down? Which of those metrics are really causing you problems? Take a look at your analytics and let me know in the comments below. Don't hit the microphone. There's a few different things that you can be looking at here with your videos. So it's not that YouTube hasn't noticed you. They know you're there. They know that you put your video, that one video maybe 6 months ago up, and then you never published again, and so, well, that person's actually left the dance floor. Or they could be seeing that you're putting video content up, but nobody's having a chat with you. Nobody's asking you for the dance. Or there's a couple of people who have wanted to dance with you, but when you tried to dance, you busted out some really random move and they go, whoa, and they're out of there. And then other people have seen you do that and you go, I don't want to dance with that guy. He's a little bit bizarre. That's not what I'm looking for. Your videos are pretty much the same way. So it's not that YouTube hasn't seen you, they've seen you, but they want you to start working on your video content in a more strategic way for your particular audience so that you're going to provide them with what they want.